All right, we're going to do a video today of the SMTW or Ecotech cylindrical grinder. This is a model MB13x32B. This is a 12x60 machine. We have the grinding wheel running right now, the hydraulics on. We'll do a plunge cycle where we come in with the wheel and we're feeding down here from a coarse feed to a fine feed, coarse feed, fine feed. When we get to the zero, we're going to have a spark out and then the retraction. And then the head goes back. So to show you that again, we have the slide coming forward, the in-feed begins to travel. You can see it up here on our readout. We get to a certain point, we're in the coarse feed, and we're going to move to the fine feed. When we get down to zero, we're going to come to the spark out. When the spark out time is up, we're going to the retraction mode. Got various switches up here to set hydraulics on, measuring gauge if there is one, pick feed left and right, plunge feed. So we can go ahead now and put this in the table into traverse mode. And when we start our cycle, we feed in each time the table reverses. And it'll work its way down to the fine feed and then finally to zero. In the case of traversing, rather than a time spark out, you have a value for a number of empty strokes that you want to make. So if you put a 4 in here, then it's going to go back and forth 4 times. You got your tailstock here, electrical cabinet in the back. This is a wheel balancing unit. This is a DRO for the slide, mounted on the side of the control box. There's a small satellite unit for the speed control of the workhead, so you can raise and lower that speed. I'm just going to pick up the camera and bring it in so you can see the headstock, and you can better see the in-feed here as we go back and forth. Maybe I can zoom in on that a little bit. As we get down to the stop pin, there's a black dial on that in-feed hand wheel that you use to set where you want to start the fine feed. And we have the control box here. Let me get over so we can see it better. This is the counter for your strokes when you're traverse grinding. This is your coolant on and off. This is in process gauging. This is if you want to use 2 feed rates, a coarse and a fine. This is the rotation of the workhead. This is the grinding mode, whether you're going to pick feed on the right side, the left side, or both sides in the center. This is the mode traverse grinding or plunge grinding. This is a selector switch to say I'm going to work by hand, in process gauge, or down to the zero stop. So you see I have it set now for down to the zero stop. I have it in traverse mode. I have it set to select to increment on both sides at a positive direction on my workhead, and I am using my fine feed. I'm not using a gauge, and currently I don't have any coolant on. But you see here I have this set to a 4. And each time now we've gone to zero, we're no longer turning the hand wheel in, that's stopped. This is counting itself down or up to 4. So each there and back of the table, to the left and to the right, it counts as 1 stroke. So we're gonna come back again now. I know you can't see the table, but when we get down to 4, the machine goes back, the headstock stops, the coolant would shut off. The table remains running until the operator stops the table. And that's pretty much the whole cycle. Hope you enjoyed it.